Hi, welcome, welcome. As I can hardly wait to hang out with you tonight and make something really fun. Let's go on here and look it. I am live and I am so happy to see you. Let me just go on here for a second and welcome everyone online. How are you? When you hop on here, say hi and tell me where you're from. Yeah. And let's see. Hop on and say hi. Let me get this going. And there we go. Let's just share that. Yes. Anyway, so it is so bright out today. This is totally awesome. Let me just make sure that I can see your comments. I'm so happy to be here. I am Peggy Williamson from Craft Creations by Peggy with Chalk Couture, and I am a designer, and I'm here tonight to share something that I would like to make. And you know what? When I make this, these things are for you to make yourself and put anything that you want to on it your way. I'm just giving you some ideas so that you can see how this works, and it is really fun. So let's get started. So what I have chosen tonight is this cute little vase, and I already stuck a couple of these in here because this hole doesn't go all the way down in there, so I kind of had to see where it was going to go. So it is wired. Let me grab a pick so you can see. You probably already know, but I'll just show you. It is stuck in there, and then it's bent just a little bit like so to go on there. So we're going to be adding some more, and I just wanted to kind of look at it and see kind of how the picks would fit in here. Okay, so this is what it looks like on both sides. And I just chose a side, and we'll get started on that. Isn't that just the cutest? I think it's great. And I bet when you look at this, you will look at it too and say, wow, there's so many things I could do with that. But my choice is to use one of these, and we are actually going to put it right here on the front. And this is one of our rounds, and this is, I'm going to tell you exactly what it is because I peeled it off. This is a simple circle. It's a 5 by 12.7 centimeters. So, you know, if you would like to know what this is and get the skew off of it, just give me a message at the end, and you can message me anytime to ask a question. And once I get going, or when I'm finished, I will answer you back. And I think this is going to be really fun. So I am going, my heater's making a lot of noise. I'm sorry about that. It is hot here, believe it or not, today. That is really shocking because it hasn't been hot at all. Now I'm going to paint the background with a little bit of white chalk paste and a little bit of water. And here is our white chalk paste. I'm going to just dab that in there, and I'm just going to go around and just swirl that around a little bit and paint this, okay? And you don't have to be real careful. It does dry fast, so you need to go fast enough to, you know, get it smoothed out, okay? So there's the first coat. And I'm just going to take my dryer and get it uncovered from my pile of goodies that I picked out to embellish with, you guys. I am not sure exactly. I didn't make a huge plan of embellishing, so you're going to have to help me with that, okay? So let's dry this just a little bit so we can add one more coat. And tell me how the weather is where you are. I am just really surprised. Probably after tomorrow, it'll probably get down in the 60s, I saw. So we're only hot for just a little bit. It doesn't take much for us to clear up and not die of heat stroke. Although a lot of people who move here think it's great weather when it's in the 60s, so I guess it just depends how you feel about that. Okay, so my color scheme tonight is a little bit of the purples. And so I want just a little bit more of the white to cover this up. So I'm going to get a tray and add a little bit of water in here. And these are so fun to paint because you can just really get them dry really fast. It's not like acrylic. You could do acrylic too. Don't get me wrong. Acrylic is really, really, really good. But we can go real fast with this and get this nice and dry real quick. And so that's the beauty of the chalk. When I first started doing chalk, I was like, wow, that's incredible, because I always did acrylic painting. So, you know, this is really cool because you can just get your project done, nothing flat, and you are good to go. And you can do as many layers as you want. And this is going to be kind of fun because what I wanted to do is I wanted to layer this a little bit with some white so that it wasn't on the brown circle, okay? So let me take a little bit of that out of my brush. And then I'm just going to wipe my brush off a little bit because I am... Hi, Brenda. How are ya? How are ya? Oh, look it. I need to glue my... Let's use our glue for a minute. And glue my, there we go. Got to be ingenuitive here. Glue our brush on. Okay, so I have that. I used white to start with on this, and let's dry this a little bit. How's your day, Brenda? I hope it's great. I hope it's great. If you cannot, oh, lazy day's good. My day at my regular job fell apart. I'm not kidding you. I mean, I couldn't even get anybody to, when it fell apart, to take their place. So I just hung out tonight to do the live in town here where I work. And I guess I jumped on the bandwagon like a lot of other people. And I have, I cleaned my craft room at home. And it's still, I'm trying to find everything. So, it wasn't, I guess I wasn't very ready to move my craft room. I literally moved it into a different room. So, wow, I didn't realize how much stuff I had. But I'm kind of excited because in doing so, I'm going to have a lot of fun things for Christmas. So, that was fun. Okay, so now I want to take a little bit of Fangirl, and I want to take just a little bit of this, and I want to brush it around a smidge. And since I've already got my brush here, I want to put a little bit of water on it. And I don't care that I have some white in there at all. Not one bit. I am going to grab a little bit out of here. Dip that in carefully and just put it on the side there. Okay, Fangirl's gorgeous. Can you see that? It's shimmer. It is just beautiful. So I want to take really lightly and just go around and give it a little bit of a purpley kind of a look. And it kind of gives it a little bit of a bumpy, shimmery, kind of a real unsmooth, kind of nice. I know I'm kind of layering it up, but I want it to look really cool in the middle and take on some of my purples, okay? So can you see that? And it gives a little bit of pink. Now, if you want to, you can go around the edges. You can do whatever you want and have a good old time with that. And just kind of mess around a little bit. And the other thing that I have here is I have a little bit of, oh, is it a wreck? Mine was a wreck too. The sun's shining through my window. I'm sorry. It's kind of, this is, what color is this? Oh, this is Majesty. I think I think I'm going to take just a little bit around the edges of the Majesty because I like this blue. And let's just get a different... Ooh, yeah, that's going to look great. Okay, so I'm going to hold this up, and I'm just going to kind of dap around the edges, okay? And just wherever I want, okay? Can you see? That's all I'm going to do. That's all. I just wanted that little bit of purpley tone in there, and I am like finger painting, I guess. Okay, let's get this dry. Let's get this out of the way because I can see me sticking my fingers in everything. Yep. Sure. There we go. We'll get that up there. Get this going. Yeah, mine is really a mess, but I did go through it as best I could. I can't throw anything away. It is so hard. Yeah. Can you see this? This is really cute all by itself. I love these colors. They're so pretty. So, if you like to craft, I have just the things that you'd like to do. If you would like to join my team, please comment. You can also message me right here on Messenger and chat with me and ask questions and learn how to become a Chalk Couture Perks member or club member. And I'm telling you what, or designer, if you would like to earn money and do it for a living, that would be awesome. Okay, I'm going to set this aside for just a minute. And I am going to put this up here. And wipe my finger off. Okay, and now I'm going to get my wax. Water's out of the way. Okay, this is what I've chosen. And I have chosen the French Garden. So this is the one. I hope you can see it. It's a little glary sometimes, I noticed in the sun. So anyway, it's got a few different things on here. And I think I'm going to take it apart and have a little bit of fun. Do you have any questions or anything? I'm probably going to either cut it or tape it off because I really wanted to use the butterfly and possibly the key and some words. So I think that feels pretty dry. I might have to dry that just a little bit longer. Just a little bit. Anyway, I wanted to put the butterflies on here. At least one. This kind of looks like a moth over here. It doesn't take long for my craft room to get to be a wreck. Especially when it's really busy and I don't get everything hung right back up or put where I know it is. I know where it is. I mean, someone else couldn't find it, but I can when I lose it. Now, when I moved it around now and put it in the other room, oh boy, that's kind of scary. I couldn't find a few things and I was having a fit. Okay, I think that feels pretty good right there. Let's get out the wax. Let's wax it. And as I said, if you have any questions, give me a holler. Okay, I'm liking these butterflies a lot. But I also like the words, so... It's gorgeous. So pretty. Oh, yeah. This is really, really a fun transfer because I took it out of the package. Maybe you can see that a little bit better. There was another French one. Oh, I did that again. I wasn't really, yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of a drop and go too. I just don't have a very big space. And so I trip over things and get my feet caught and stuff. So yeah, what can I say? Klutz. Totally a klutz. All right, let me see here. I don't know. I think I'm in a, and I don't want to knock stuff over because I'm really good at that. Let's do the fuzzing cloth. Whoops, there we go. This table that I'm working at right here is not very big either. I don't really have a very big table at all, no matter where I'm at. Okay, so let's just take that off. Let's fuzz that a time or two because I think I'm going to use these two pieces right here in the corner. And I'm going to get this piece of paper out of the way, or I'll have a mess. There we go. Now I've waxed it. Now I want to put this right at the top here, I believe. Right where it just fits. And it fits right there just perfect. And those are the words. And I just want to put the words on here. Make sure the bubbles are out. And then I thought I had my black, but I guess not. Oh yeah, there it is. Right under my nose. Okay, so what I have here is I have, once again, shimmer shadow. I love shimmer shadow. Can you tell? So let's just take a little bit of that and put that right there on our circle. And we're just going to take the excess off, put it back in the jar. I just like a little bit of shimmer. I always like a little bit of shimmer. For some reason, I don't know. Makes me really happy. Ooh, yeah, you did, really? You tore your Achilles? Ooh, man, that's bad. Oh, that turned out cute. Okay, that looks really good. Look at that. Looks really, really good. That's exactly what I had in mind. So now I'm going to take this backer sheet and put it right on there for a minute. And dry my words. Yeah, that turned out really cute. Really cute. I hope I didn't, I was going to put my butterfly on there, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just put the key on there and the stamp. Huh. Maybe I'll just change my mind. Save the butterfly for another time. I think maybe I'll put the key on the top. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Forget that butterfly. Let's get that right. There. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, that looks cute. That's very cute. You see that? That cute? That's cute. Yeah. I'll go with that. I don't have to have a butterfly. Butterflies, if the butterfly was just a tiny bit smaller, that probably would have been a great deal. Hi, Allison. Good to see you. See, this is what we've done so far. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to put it on there. And we are going to embellish it. Okay? So, yeah, we are working hard. Good to see you. Thank you for hopping on. I am going to do another one right down here. I'm going to give it a try. Let's see if I can do this. Get it in here. And I want to put that stamp right down there in that corner. Just probably right maybe right part of it right there. I'm just going to do part of it on there. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I was going to use the butterfly, but I did not. I had such a small area that the butterfly didn't seem like it was going to work out, so I chose not to. We can save that for another time. Oh yeah, that's cute. Look at that. That turned out really cute. Okay, right there in the corner. Yeah, right there in the corner. Let's dry that for a second. And then, I don't know if my flower will fit or not. Let's see. Yeah, I think it might. Yeah, I think that's going to fit. So let's just take a chance here. Don't be afraid. Just go ahead and have fun with it. And just fit that all in there and have a good time. There. All right, let's take that off. Oh yeah, that turned out cute. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. See there? Okay, and then I've got this on the paper so I can just move that over right out of the way. And then I don't have to worry about big old messes or anything else. All right, so let's wipe this up. Oh, how about Doris? How are you? I'm so glad to see you too. Thanks for hopping on. I'm having just a good old time. Just putting things here and putting them there just so I can show you how fun it is. You don't have to just do one thing. You can use other colors too. While I'm doing this on the live though, it's a little easier if I just sort of stay within my realm of like one color, so that I can share with you a little easier, and it's not like taking all night long, you know, like watching paint dry. We don't want to do that. So let's dry this a little bit so I don't get my fingers in it, because I'm really good at that. So how are you guys? I feel like it's Monday. Do you guys feel like it's Monday too? I certainly feel like it's Monday. I don't know why. I'd like to say Monday Fun Day, but I don't think so. I think it's Tuesday. I've already had people whining because they said it was hot. So I don't know. I don't know. So here's what we have. Isn't that cute? We started out with a round. Let me show you what we started with. We started with a round that looked just like that. And then we painted it with our white, a little bit of white to take the brown off. And then we painted it with our Fangirl color, one of the colors of the month. Yes. And then I did some dots with my dotting, my daughter, this a bigger one than this. and just dotted wherever I felt I wanted to see a little bit of this beautiful purple. So we did Majesty, which is one of the colors of the month. We did Bright White. We did Fangirl. And then we did Black Velvet. Or not Black Velvet, but Shimmer Shadow. I'm sorry. Black Velvet is pure black. Shimmer Shadow has just a little bit. Oh, it's only 102. You must feel like that's just really chilly, huh? Wow. I don't think we'd know how to act. Well, it was 85 here yesterday. And it's really muggy, so it feels like it's 90. But by the time the night rolled away, it wasn't hot at all. All right, so let's set these out of the way. Let's bring over my pretty, and we're going to attach this right here. Look, you guys, isn't that gorgeous? Look at those colors against that. That is so pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to have to be really ingenious here and get this in the right place. So let's put this underneath it. Almost. If I prop that up a little bit, it'll be more flat because the vase is crooked. So I hope that you can see that kind of. Let me move it forward for you a little bit. Okay, so my spots that it's going to stick is right about there. So let's just go around. I have my glue gun all ready. And I hope. I had to refill it. Sorry to put my teeth on it. That's what happens when you only got one handle, right? Okay, now remember, there's nothing in the middle for you. So, okay, now we're going to put this down. And we're going to put it right there. And I'm going to hold that down. Thank you. I do too. I like these colors, but I also like the vase itself. You know, I've had it for a long time and I've been trying to figure out what am I going to use it for? What am I going to do? And then the other night I was looking at these pretty somewhat flowers that I have and I thought those are just really cute. I like the color. Okay, so I'm just going to hold that for a minute. Now, if you want this to stay forever, then you can use E6000 with your hot glue. Sometimes I get bored and I don't want to keep my project forever, so I will take this off. And if you wanted to take hot glue off, what you do is you get out your dryer and you put it on high and you heat up your glue, and then that will take your glue off whatever project that you have it on, okay, without ruining the back. Okay, look at that, you guys. Isn't that just cute? Okay, let me look here and see if I got everything. I got a little bit I need to do on the bottom. I can see it. So let me just add a little bit because I couldn't tell where to put it. Let's just do a little bit in here. I can sneak my glue gun under there. And just get a little bit under there so it'll stay, okay? But not look tacky. Yeah, it's kind of a bumpy little area, so you need to get a little bit in there to... Let's get a little bit right there too. Okay, just a little bit. There we go. Okay, now I think that's good and secure. If that's not secure, you could always go back in afterwards and make that a little more secure. But that looks really, really, really good. Okay, so there is, ooh, 115 by, ooh, Saturday. Now, remember, like I said, you can put E6000 on there to make that stay just a little bit better. So you can hold that down a little bit. Yeah, that's cute. Okay. Let me hold that for a second. Just squeeze that. Now, I have some embellishments that I want to put on here. And let me see. I have a few of these, a few more of these, and some of these. I love this color. It's really a pretty, pretty color. So, I got one. Imagine dropping in, huh? Let's get this out of there. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, that was good. Now, when you're holding that glue down, you need to hold it a little bit longer because of the bumps, okay? It does take, even though the hot glue is really fast, it still takes just a tad bit to dry it, okay? So that is so cute. So, and if you are so inclined, you could take some real pretty beads or some dark and put it around the outside and glue that down. That would be pretty too. All right, so let me grab a little bit more here. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to put a couple of these in the top and in the back. It's a little bit tall. So I'm just going to stick this in the top in the middle, just like you would if you were going to. See? Now you're just going to poke that in and bend it however you want, okay? And you can put as many as you want. I want another, I think I'm going to take this bottom one off. And I'm going to bend that so it goes in like so. Because like I said, there's really nowhere for it to go. It's a real shallow little spot in there. Okay, and let's just push that down in there. And like I said, if you want that to be permanent, you can do that. Look how cute that looks. Isn't that just adorable? I love it. It's kind of whimsical and the colors are just beautiful. Okay, now I want one more short one to come up through the side there, I think. Thank you, Brenda. I've had this little vase for a long time. I know it came from Hobby Lobby, if you guys are wondering where it came from. And I was there not long ago and I did see it again. So if you wanted one, you could certainly go to Hobby Lobby and get one. And I am using my old scissors, so you want to use your old scissors. And if you make a face while you're cutting it, it works really well. I just thought I'd share that. Oh, yes. Gotta have fun, right? So let's just poke that right down in there. And look at how pretty. Oh, look at that pretty. Yes, that's nice. That is very nice. What do you guys think? Isn't that pretty? Okay, and then I have these cute little pieces here that I'm just going to take a little tiny bit of glue. And when I poke it in, I want it to stay inside there. So I just want to poke that in the middle. Okay, just a little bit in the middle there. It's going to pop up just a tiny bit because I pushed a little bit hard. And then I'm going to take one for the back. And I'm just going to lift that up a little and stick that in there. And I need one more. I think one more, maybe two. We'll see. We'll see. So turn that around, look at it, see where you want it to go. I think I want to put that right over there. I got to move one of those little, there we go. And then pull that around just a little bit. Oh, that is really pretty. What do you guys think? Oh. Oh, okay, Darlene. I would love it. Thank you. I would love to have you on my team. You guys, Darlene wants to be on my team. Say congratulations. Congratulations, Darlene. We will get you hooked up tomorrow, okay? Okay, so now I'm going to cut off these little ones. See these little ones right here? I just can't help it. I got to put a little bit of these on here. And I know I have this turned around towards me, but I'll show you in just a minute. And they just add to the whole thing. They're just so cute. And so I just hot glue this little end right here, just like that, and stick it in wherever I want it, and it'll just stay, okay? Because I put in those little fuzzy ones, I can just overdo it with these, okay? Now I'm going to turn this around so you can see. And I need one more over here. Hold on. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Please. Okay. Okay, now I think we're going to have just about enough here with this. I just wanted one to kind of hang down here. Maybe one more. I can't handle it. I love it. I love it, love it. It's so cute. Okay, let's get that in there. There we go. Okay. This might be a little garish right here. Let me push that in just a little. There we go. There. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I got some glue stuck there. All right, you guys ready? Wait, wait, one more. I found a blank spot. Are we having fun yet? Wish you guys were in person doing this with me, because it really is fun. Okay, and I might need one over here. What do you think? Right up there, over there. What do you think? What do you think? Give me a yay or a nay. I have one more left. I think so. I think I'm just going to do it. I'm impulsive. Are you guys impulsive? Are any of you impulsive at all? Or am I the only silly person here? There. Wow. Oh, yeah, that did it. That's perfect. Look. Isn't that cute? Yes, I did add it. Thank you, Brenda. I did, yes. It was a little bit off on one side. I got a glare here. It's so weird. I can't see my stuff there. Okay, now I have a little bit of ribbon. I have a little bit of glue on here. I have a little ribbon, but my ribbon is just a little bit, it's not quite the color that I wanted, but we'll see. Let me see what I can do with this. This is wired jute, and I'm realizing that I don't have my pencil, but this might work. We'll see. So I want to take a piece of this and I want to put this around it. My poor scissors. I'm going to have to get a new pair, aren't I? Okay, so I'm going to take this and I want to end up with one piece evenly, or kind of even Steven right there, like so. And then I want to put that right there. And then I want to, if I can do this without knocking it over, going to glue that down right there. And turn that right there. And cut off that piece of metal right in the middle. There we go. Okay, that should be perfect right there. Okay, there's one. And we're going to turn that around and do the other side now. I think that's a little bit fat. Let me see if this one's skinnier. No, I don't think it's skinnier, but we'll see. Let me see if I can get that twirling around there a little bit. Okay, there we go. And that is exactly what I did. We're going to take that, cut that right off right there, and then glue just a little bit right behind this right here so it stays. There we go. I'm going to take off a little bit of that glue. It's a little bit hot, but it's okay. It wasn't too hot on my fingers. Okay. Okay, so that's what that looks like right there. And you can do, I mean, you do what you think it looks really cute. Now, I have some of this, and this is really pretty, and I have a little bit of silver, and I have some raffia, and I have a little bit of this. So I think some of this is going to look really cute. So let's get some raffia out. Okay, let's get a piece about like, I don't think I want real heavy. I think I want it a little bit finer. Okay, and I want like about that much, and about that much. And I'm going to twist that a little bit. And I'm going to add a piece of this. I don't want all of it. It's a little too much. So I'm going to cut off just a little. Going to take that around there. I'm going to add a couple loops to the other side because one side had more loops than the other. That's all you got to do is you just got to take a couple of pieces and just squeeze it in your finger and hold it together right in the middle. Pull it up and then just bring that around like so. And then you're going to take a piece of raffia that's already one long piece like this. And then you're going to wrap it around your bow a couple of times like this and hold it and then tie it. Okay? And then you just pull that in a knot and then make your knot go wherever you want it. And get that just right. Get it as fluffy as you want. Okay? And then like right here, I just cut those off and make it super, super fluffy. Okay? And that's what I like, the fluffy stuff. I'm a fluffy stuffings person. Okay. And then if this is too fat and you want it just a little more, just pull it apart. Just pull that apart. Okay. And then I want that to go right up in and hold that right in there, okay? So I am going to glue that right now. And I'm going to glue that right up in there, right in the middle, right there, okay? And just hold that for a second. And give it a good squeeze. Now, I do have a piece of, I think I knocked it on the floor. I just swiped it on the floor because I'm cool. So what I wanted to do, oh, geez, I dropped it again. Okay, so what I wanted to do is take a piece of this and add it just to the side there. And off center it just a smidge. So that is so cute. So darn cute, really. And I think, honestly, let's put that little ribbon in there. There we go. All right, you guys, what do you think? Do you think it's got enough? Do you think we should add a little more anywhere? Give me your answer, true. I had so much fun doing this, and I think that it was a blast. And this is the first time that I've ever worked with any kind of a piece like this. So it was interesting, and I think that it turned out just beautiful. And I love the colors of this purple. I think it's just gorgeous. So with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope that you enjoyed our fun tonight, our beautiful project that we did together. And Darlene, I am super excited that you would like to join my team. And I am thankful for each one of you guys that watched with me and hang out with me. And I just hope that I can help you to spur you on to make gorgeous things in your way. Remember, this is only my way. You go out, you make one of these, and you show me what you do, okay? Because I love it too. I get inspired by each one of you. So thank you very much for being here. I'll be seeing you real soon for another live. I'll try to come up with something pretty cool. If you have an idea, please message me and let me know if you have an idea that you want me to do or that we could do together. I would love it. So good night, you guys. Have a wonderful evening. I will see you soon. Bye.